Hello my friends, welcome to today's flowy, feel-good Vinyasa flow. This will be a strong and stretchy practice. As you can see, I'm filming from somewhere different. I'm currently in Kenya on home ground, so I hope that you enjoy today's practice. And if you haven't already checked out my online membership, you're welcome to check that out after this. You can find 60-minute, 45-minute flows on there, along with Pilates workouts, breathwork, meditation, and so much more. All right, when you're ready to get started, you're welcome to come to the front of your mat. Let's make our way into a forward fold. Take a little bend into both of your knees. Make your way into ragdoll, wrapping your hands around your opposite elbows. Close your eyes here as you arrive. Start to slowly sway the body from left to right, feeling your feet anchor you down into the floor like roots. Relax your neck, your face, your jaw, allowing a softness to permeate through your whole body for a moment here. And then let's take a nice big breath in through the nose. Give it a sigh as you release, let it go. With that out breath, let go of your elbows, come into a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold forwards, breathe out. Let's rise, high mountain pose, pushing the feet into the ground, lengthen up out of your waistband, and then exhale, guide your hands together at your heart space in prayer. Breathe in, we root to rise again, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards now, bow down to the floor. Make your way into a halfway lift, breathe in. As you breathe out, step both of your feet back in a downward facing dog. Push into your hands and your feet, begin to pedal it out here, one leg at a time, swaying your hips from left to right as well. Spreading widely into your fingers, feeling your fingers press into the ground firmly. And then on your next in-breath, begin to lift your heels off the floor. Let's roll forwards, come into plank pose. Take a breath in, shoulders are right over your wrists, push away from the ground. Nice and slow and controlled, chaturanga all the way down to the earth. Cobra, lift your chest, peel the shoulders back. Exhale, bring it back down. And again, let's lift, opening up through the front of your body. Exhale, soften to the earth. One more round, nice gentle wave, lift your chest. And exhale, soften down to the earth. Now tuck your toes under, push away from the earth as much as you can. Plank, we push ourselves up. Downward facing dog, roll your hips back. Inhale, lift your heels now off the floor. Listen carefully. Spin your heels to the right, toes to the left. Bend your knees in a crouching position. And then glide forwards on your right wrist. Reach your left arm into the sky. Lean into the left shoulder a little bit here. Working into the shoulder, the arm. Take a breath. Nice and slowly, left hand meets the ground. Other side, bend your knees, crouching back. And then onto your left hand. Reaching your right arm into the sky, reaching your sternum into the air. Breathe in. As you breathe out, drop both of your hands to the ground, come into plank. Breathe in here, and then bend your elbows nice and controlled. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Reach through your sternum, your chest. Downward facing dog. We roll the hips back. Inhale, lift your heels, rolling forwards, plank again. Take your vinyasa with as much control as you can. Chaturanga to up dog, lift your chest. Down and facing, feeling into every vertebra of your spine as you take it back. One more time. Slow and controlled vinyasa, plank to chaturanga. Using your arm strength here, upward facing dog, reaching through chest. Down dog, take your hips behind you. On your next round of breath, step your right foot out in front of you, come into a low lunge. Reaching through your heart space, take a breath in. Long pyramid pose, bow forwards over your right leg. Lunge, bend into your knee once again. And then make your way into a wide-legged fold over to the side of your mat. Push into the edges of your feet and lift your chest. Come into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Moving with breath, sensing that ease that you're creating. Lift your chest again. Over to the back of your space, low lunge, and then step both of your feet back in a downward facing dog. Lift your heels off the floor, roll forwards, plank. Take a little vinyasa here, bending elbows, upward dog, lift your chest. Downward facing, take your hips back. Continuing to find your flow, step your right foot forwards, low lunge. Still facing the back here, lift your chest. Long pyramid pose, hamstring stretch, bow forwards. Bend into your knee, lunge. Over to the side of your space, wide-legged fold. Dropping your hands down to the earth. Lift your chest, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. And again, lift your chest, breathe in through the nose. Low lunge, face your left foot at the front of your space and step both of your feet back in a downward facing dog. Roll forwards, find some playfulness as you glide forwards. Plank to chaturanga. Upward facing dog, reaching through your heart. Downward facing dog. Take your hips back. Moving on to the other side, stepping your left foot lightly forwards. Low lunge, breathe in. Breathing out, long pyramid bow over your left leg. Find a lunge, bending into your knee once again. Over to the side, wide-legged fold, inner thigh stretch, melt forwards. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, breathe out. Breathe in, lift your chest again. Over to the back of your space, low lunge. Plugging your hands into the ground, downward facing, both feet step lightly back. See if you can sense an ease within this rhythm. Plank to chaturanga. Up dog, straighten your elbows, reach through your heart. And then downward facing dog. Hips glide back. Left foot steps forwards, low lunge. Breathe in, peel the chest forwards in between the gates of your shoulders. Long pyramid pose, bow over your left leg. Bend into your knee, lunge. Over to the side of your space, wide-legged fold. Make your way into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And again, breathe in, lift. Low lunge, face your right foot at the front of your space. Let's meet in our downward facing dog. You know where we're going. Take your vinyasa, find control, push away from the ground. Chaturanga, elbows bend. Up dog, reaching through your heart. And then downward facing dog. Let's ground here as you push into your hands, into your feet. Feel the earth beneath you. And then begin to send your right leg into the sky. Come into a three-legged dog. Guide the right knee to the right elbow. Lean the body forwards, loading the arms. Take your toes back, three-legged again. Towards your left elbow. Three-legged dog, reach back into your foot. And then step in between your hands, come into a low lunge. Find a sense of lightness as we explore this rhythm. Reach through your chest. Long pyramid pose, bow over your right leg. Bend into your knee, lunge. Half lift, half splits now. Kick back into your left toes, keep your fingertips on the floor. Reach through your chest, and then begin to guide your left leg into the heart space. Make your way into a one-legged mountain pose. Let's wrap our hands around this left knee. Give it a squeeze. Left hand to left knee, bring it over to the side in external rotation. Hold here for a breath, stand up nice and tall. And then listen carefully, you'll begin to weave your left knee behind your right. Bend your knees, hands together. Breathe in. Breathing out, start to swivel all the way over to the left side. Meet in a Malasana squat, yogi squat. We're facing the back here. Breathe in, and then fold forwards as you breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank, walk forwards, still facing the back of our space here, push away from the ground, and then take your flow, chaturanga, to upward, facing, reaching through heart, down dog, glide your hips back, sending your right leg into the sky, three-legged dog, low lunge, step in between your hands, take a breath in, And then as you breathe out, come into standing splits, kicking your left leg tall into the sky. Reach back into your toes as you guide your chest a little bit closer towards your right thigh. Hold, explore this. We'll meet in a reverse warrior. Take your time as your left foot lightly meets the ground. Reverse your warrior, reach into your right arm, create that space. And then as you exhale, swivel all the way over to the front of your space, low lunge. Plug your hands into the ground and kick your left leg into the sky. Come into a three-legged dog. Breathe in. As you breathe out, low lunge, step forwards. Take a breath. And then glide your right shin bone down to the earth, baby Hanuman. Dropping your shin bone down, let's lengthen through the spine here. Breathe and settle. We're going to make our way into standing splits. Kick your right leg into the sky. Reach into those toes. Deep hamstring stretch here as we challenge our balance a little bit. Hold. Once again, baby Hanuman, drop your right shin bone to the floor. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Soften. And then exhale for last time, standing splits. Kick your right leg into the sky. Okay, now look out in front of you, hands to floor in front of you. I want you to spread widely into your fingers. Hands are shoulder distance apart. We're going to play with a little handstand hop, a little stag hop. So you're going to begin to bend into your left leg. I want you to keep your elbows straight. Your gaze is in between your thumbs here, your drishti. And then take a little hop as you kick that right leg up. As you kick up, bend into your left leg. So you're drawing your left heel towards your hip, your bum here, if that makes sense. Remember to keep your elbows straight as you push away from the ground. Take a few hops here, just explore and play, see what happens. Might find a moment of hang time, or maybe not. Hold. One more breath. Okay, nice and slowly, drop both of your feet lightly to the floor. Let's meet in our forward fold. Beautiful, guys. Make your way into a halfway lift. And then exhale, fold as you drive your chest closer towards your legs. Slowly rise, high mountain pose. Push down into the feet as you reach up into your arms. Exhale, hands to heart in prayer, thumbs to breastplate. Inhale, high mountain again. We rise. And then we fold forwards, bow to the floor. Halfway lift, breathe in. Breathe out, step both of your feet back in a plank position. Take your vinyasa, bending your elbows. Upward facing dog, reaching through your heart. And then downward facing dog, we glide the hips back. Sending your left leg tall, come into your three-legged dog. Guiding your left knee to your left elbow. Three-legged, reach back again, over to the right elbow. Three-legged dog, reach back into your toes. And then find your low lunge, slowly stepping forwards, reach through your heart space. Breathe in. Long pyramid pose, breathe out, melt over your left leg. Lunge, bend into your knee once again. Making your way into half lift, half splits. Keep the energy in the back leg as you point into your right toes. Guide your right knee in towards your chest, one-legged mountain pose now. Wrap your hands around the right shin bone, give it a squeeze and allow yourself to settle here. Root that left foot into the ground. Right hand to right knee. Let's move into that external rotation. So guiding this right leg over to the side of your space, sensing that focus, that stability. And then weave your right knee behind your left leg, bending into both knees, hands together at heart space. Hold here. We're going to play with that little twist. So swivel all the way over to the right side, meeting in your squat as we swivel around Malasana. Hands to heart. Take a breath in. And then exhale, fold forwards as you breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plank, walk forwards. Push away from the ground, take your flow. Bend your elbows. Upward facing dog, reaching through your heart. And then downward facing. We roll the hips back, push into the hands. Feel the energy through the soles of your feet, knuckles of your hands. Send your left leg into the sky, three-legged dog. Low lunge, stepping lightly forwards. Take a breath in. Standing splits, kick your right leg all the way into the sky. Reach into those toes. Hold here for a moment. We are meeting in a reverse warrior. Right foot slowly meets the ground. Reach into your left arm, sensing the space that you're creating through your left side body. Breathe in. As you breathe out, low lunge will swivel all the way over to the front of our space, facing your right foot. Kick your right leg into the sky. Come into a three-legged dog. Reach back. Low lunge. Step in between your hands. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, baby Hanuman, glide your left shin bone down to the floor. As your bum meets your left heel, let's lengthen through the spine, broaden through your collarbones. And then visualize yourself moving through this, standing splits. Kick your left leg into the sky. Reach back into your left toes, working into your flexibility here and your strength. We're going to drop that knee down once again. Same thing, baby Hanuman, breathe in. One more time, kick back into the left toes, standing splits. Lift your gaze now. Let's play with that little stag hop. Hands to floor in front of you. If you're off your mat, that's totally cool. Spread widely into your fingers. Begin to bend into your bottom right leg first, and then give it a little kick as you guide that foot towards your hip. Elbows are straight. You're pushing away from the ground as much as you can. Keep your drishti in between your thumbs. Maybe finding just a second or two of hang time wherever you are. Take one more breath. Just play a little. Okay, let's drop both of our feet down to the floor. Nice, guys. Find a forward fold, dropping your hands to the ground. Relax your face, your neck. Take a nice full breath. Give it a sigh, let it go. And then bend your knees a lot as you drop your bum down to the floor. Reach your arms out in front of you. Curl yourself down to the earth really nice and slowly using your abdominal strength here. We roll down to the ground. Slowly curling your head and shoulders down to the floor. Reach your legs into the sky. And then you're welcome to stay here in this legs up the wall shape, or if you have shoulder stand in your practice, take this nice and slowly. Hands to lower spine, elbows drive into the floor, squeeze your thighs together, point your toes. Hold for breath. If you have plow in your practice, take this really nice and slow as you guide your feet behind you, getting a deep back stretch here. If this is not happening, just stay in your shoulder stand or stay in your legs up the wall shape. Hands are on your lower back. You should feel no pressure or tension here in the neck. Just make sure that the shoulders are the ones that are getting the weight here, pressing the shoulders into the ground. Take one more breath. And then nice and slowly roll yourself down if you are in this position. We are going to meet in a happy baby pose. Bend your knees, reach for the edges of your feet, close your eyes, and take a gentle sway from left to right. Allowing the body to feel soft now. Gently let go of your feet and drop your feet down to the ground. Feet are to the edges of your mat. Hands to either side of your space in a capital T shape. Start to windscreen wipe your knees from left to right. Take this nice and slow as you ease into this. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed here, allowing the sensation of the knees flopping left to right to kind of ease you into a more gentle and softer state. Slowing the movement down even more. Allowing yourself to come to a gradual stop, letting the knees meet in constructive position of rest. Drop your hands on your belly, just beneath your belly button. Close your eyes. And then take a nice full and deep breath in. Exhale, sigh, release. Empty out the lungs. And then stay empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, sigh, release once again. Allow your breath to find a natural, slow rhythm. Breathing in and out of your nose. You can very gently reach your legs out in front of you, hands to either side of your body. Make your way into Savasana. We'll be here for just a few moments. Allow yourself to settle here into stillness. Eyes stay closed. Feel your body soften. Allow yourself to soften on a muscular level. Relax the shoulders. And see if you can rest your awareness upon the movement of your breath, sensing the lifting and the lowering of your tummy and your chest with each passing breath. Begin to deepen your breathing. Slowly start to come back into your body, moving the fingers gently, the toes. You can start to circle out the wrists and the ankle bones. Allow yourself to come into a nice full body stretch. And then guide your knees gently in towards your chest, hands around shins, give yourself a squeeze. And take a few rocks forwards and backwards, rocking yourself up into a seated position. One foot in front of the other here. Let's rest our hands on our heart space to seal in the practice. You can sit up nice and tall and take a nice full and connected breath in. And then sigh, release, let it go. Thank you, my friends, so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed that practice. Thank you for staying all the way to the end. Well done. I hope you feel a bit more connected to yourself, connected to your body, and I hope you found maybe some playful energy within that practice. Remember to subscribe to support me and all the free content that I share on here. And as I mentioned earlier, if you are interested in deepening your practice with me, you're welcome to check out Tana Studio. There is a 7-day free trial. You will find full-length 60, 45-minute practices, as I mentioned, as well as shorter ones, as well as meditation and breath work. So I'd love to see you in there. Otherwise, guys, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next practice.